I've heard so many discussions lately regarding an incident that took place in a McDonald's where a white dude attacked one of the black female workers, and there were black dudes standing around and no one stepped in to help her. There was one black dude that did go and kind of pull the white dude away from the black female, but everyone continued to try to serve this white male that was upset for whatever reason. I heard that he was upset because of a straw. He didn't have a straw, and I could be wrong. That's what I heard. So now there's a question that many black females are asking, is why don't black men protect black women? Why black men don't protect black women? Now, I was watching a YouTuber, black female, and she was discussing the same thing. And so I commented, and several of the black females attacked me and referred to me as a punk bitch because of the fact that I said that in this day and time, I would not risk my life to defend a black female that hate me deep down inside, that have expressed the hatred that she had for me. Now, the only women that I'm accountable for would be my mother, my sisters, or the woman that I'm dating, or the woman that I'm married to. Women that's in my immediate circle are my responsibility if I see them being harmed in any way. I'm their protector. So I'm not responsible for just any female solely because of the fact that she is black. But I want to ask black females or black women, why should black men protect you? Why should black men protect black women? Is it because of the color of your skin that you feel that he's obligated to protect you? There's a conversation that's going on Facebook, and I commented, and many of the brothers agreed with me, except of course one that want to make friends with black women. He wants to be popular among black women, so he takes the middle road and say it's both sides' fault, which is true to an extent. But there's too many bridges that have been burned between today's black women and black men. Too many bridges have been burned. Too many things that have been said that scar and hurt on both sides. Too many black men that were incarcerated by black females because black females have taken them to court and placed them on child support for a child that might not even be his. Or he's placed on child support and not even allowed to see his child, and she teaches that child to grow up and hate his or her father. So much has been said and done between black males and black females to create that divide, to create that level of hatred where I've literally heard black men say that they hate black women, and I've heard black women say that they hate black men. Yeah, they use the word hate. Now, I recall back in my early 20s, when I came out the military, I saw this young lady that I found to be quite attractive. And like I mentioned in prior videos, I've never dated outside of my race. I've never dated a white woman, just black women, and maybe a Latino woman. But when I approached this young lady, she says to me, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't date black men." That crushed my heart, because that's the first time in the history of my being on this planet that a black woman said to me, to my face, "I date only white men. I don't date black men." So that was like a slap in my face, to have a black woman to say that to me. Now, I know that that's not all black women. So there's no need for people to comment and say, not all black women, and that I can't put everybody in the same boat. I'm fully aware of that, and I never said all black women. But from what we see in today's society, so many black females are competing with the manhood of black men. She wants to be the man. She's aggressive. Now, something as simple as weave or wigs. And I've always said that, of course, I understand that there's women that want change, and every now and then they don't feel like doing their own hair, and so they wear the weave and they wear the wig temporarily. But we're in times where black females or black women appear to hate themselves so much that they feel that they have to be like a white woman in order to compete for the love of black men. If a black man cannot love you for who you are, black woman, that black male is not worthy of you. Can't you see that? You should never have to change who you are to appease someone that likes other people and despise you. So if my interest is for white women and you have interest in me, what makes you think that I'm going to change my desire or my choice of women because you slap a white woman's weave or wig on your head? What makes you think I'm going to change because you try lightening your skin? That only pushes me further and further away from you, because you're demonstrating that you don't even love yourself. You can't even love your own blackness. So what makes you think I would love you? But that's off the topic. So something as simple as weave, and many black men have expressed how much they hate the weave and they hate the wigs. They want you in your naturalness, but yet instead black females will fight black men, attack black men, and tell black men, it's my hair, I bought it, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, and you have no power nor authority over me. So guess what? many of those black men would say, okay, cool, no problem. They'll walk away. Now you have a great number of black men that will stay just to have sex with you, just to leave you and your belly full, and then leave you as a single parent mom because he really don't care about you. He's only interested in what's between your thighs. But you're okay with that. So you're okay with pushing out babies for multiple dudes that have proven to you that he cares nothing about you. So if he cares nothing about you, he have no respect for you, your body, or the children that he helped to produce, what makes you think he's going to protect you? What makes you think he's going to risk his life to protect you, to make sure that you and his children are safe? See, that's where you're deceived. Many black females are deceived because black men are telling you what they want. They're telling you what they like, but instead you ignore that and you try changing yourself for dudes that care nothing about you, that have already told you that they're interested in white women, women other than you. But you're not concerned or interested in the men that want you. You want the dudes that have proven that they don't want you. So when it comes to black men protecting black women, so much has been done, so much has been said to create that extremely huge divide, to the point where black men will stand there and watch you get murdered or get beat down in the street, and the only thing he would do is stand back with a camera screaming "World Star." But not one time did he ever step in to try to defend or protect you, because of the bridges that were burned between the two of you. Now on YouTube alone, there are so many black females that have made videos about swirling. And the same applies for black males that have done the same thing. So you have black males and black females that's making videos about swirling, putting down each other. Usually black females will make videos about swirling and they will promote the white man and talk about how much better that white man is for her. But yet when you run into situations like what happened in McDonald's, then you feel black men should come to your rescue. Or when you have put that black man on child support solely for money. Forget about him spending time with his child. This black female that had even went through putting that black man in jail because he didn't pay child support. The judge would ask, "Ma'am, do you want us to have him arrested?" And she says yes. Or his license suspended. Do you honestly think that a black man will protect you after you finish teaming up with the white man, or even with the white feminist movement? Do you honestly believe that he's gonna risk his life to protect you? Now, I care less what black females that disagree with me say about me, because I grew up in an era where black men protect black women. I came up in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even the 90s. But then beyond the 90s, something began to start happening where black females found themselves alone. And Like I mentioned earlier about the black female on YouTube that made that video, I thought that she was going to say something positive and try to unite black men and black women, but she said in her video basically that she really don't need black men. Many black females have said that they don't need black men, that they're strong. So if you don't need black men and you're strong, why would you want a black man to come to your defense? See, you can't have both. You can't be the man and be the woman and then expect the man to protect you when you're a self-proclaimed man. Even on Father's Day, you say, I'm a father. So if you are the man, if you're the father, then you don't need another man to come to your defense because you're strong enough to handle your own battles. So why would you expect a black man to defend you when you're competing for the role of manhood? Why? And you're constantly trying to prove him to be weaker than you. You claim to be smarter than black men. You claim to be stronger than black men. You claim to be a whole better person than the black man. But yet, when you run into situations like what happened at McDonald's, you expect that black man to be there to protect you and to protect your children. But instead, he stand back and watch. Now, I came up in an era where black men protected black women. If a man saw a woman getting beat, if a black man saw a black woman getting beat, even if she was getting beat by her own husband, you had a bunch of brothers, man, would come and intervene and would tell him, you don't put your hands on a woman. And she humbled herself. Black women at that time humbled themselves, for the most part, not all. But she humbled herself and she knew her place in the universe. She knew that she was a woman. She conducted herself as a woman. She smelled like a woman. She dressed like a woman. She never tried to be a man. Even if she was a single parent mom on welfare, she still knew her place in the universe. And it was always a man. That's where the community was strong. Because a woman can step out in the community and you had dudes, man, that would not even curse around her. They would curse and say, oh, excuse me, ma'am, I'm sorry. They would apologize to her. They showed her respect because she respected herself. And even if she didn't respect herself, he still showed respect towards her because of the fact that she was a woman. So black women at that time was safe to a degree. She was safe because black men did not allow, black men in the community did not allow any harm to be upon that woman. They would fight that man and say, you fight me, I'm a man. You don't put your hands on a woman. And that dude had no choice but to back down or get his behind whooped. That's because she earned her place as a woman. Nowadays, you have black females that's violently, aggressively angry. And they express how much they hate black men. Every chance they get, they put a black man down. I just got done reading the post on Facebook, when was it, yesterday, day before? Well, you have black females on there body shaming men. Talking about dudes having sex with them and he's too small and she just got up and walked out on him, right? Now, I've heard white females talk about their husbands and boyfriends that was considered small. And they never body shamed them. They still gave them respect. And she just moved on about her business. Black females, they get on Facebook, YouTube, and they have to expose him. There used to be a time where a group of black men would get together and just breaking bread, just kind of just talking, just being men. And black women never interrupted. Women was with women and men were with men. Now you have a group of brothers talking, brainstorming, and then you got to have a black female that want to come there and act like them. She want to intervene. She want to be just one of the boys, right? She's demanding to be one of the boys, but yet she finds herself in a situation like what happened in McDonald's, and now she expects these men to come to her rescue because she's a woman. But yet a minute ago you were just one of the boys. You were cursing, you were smoking, you were drinking. So if you have that much strength to be like a man, then you should have enough strength to defend yourself and not be so quick to get in a man's face. You have black females now that will get in a black man's face and will tell that man, I will whoop your behind. I will beat you down in the street like you were my child. And then when that black man put hands on you, now you play the victim and you want to say how much of a punk he is and how much he beat on women when you were about to beat his behind, according to you. So how do you expect black men to respect you when you don't even respect your womanhood? There was a time when women were aware of how they smelled or how they dressed when they came out of the house. Nowadays, black females just come out any way they choose. They wake up, don't wash their face, don't shower, just come right outside. You're in the post office, you smell them. And this is no disrespect to women out there, right? But it's the truth. It's the hardcore truth. So again, black women, why should black men protect you when you yourself trying so hard to be him? Why should he protect you when your whole agenda is to team up with the feminist movement and with white men against him, but yet expect him to defend you against that same white man that you put above him at one point in time? Help me to make sense of that. So feedback, tell me what you think. And I really expect black women and even black dudes, man, to try to explain that, man. It's like, why should black men protect you? The only obligation that black men have to protect are the women around him, in his family, his circle. I'm not obligated to protect any other woman but the women that's in my life. Women that matter to me. Why would I sacrifice myself for someone that expressed hatred towards me? Why would I defend you? Give me one reason why black men should defend you when you have been anti-black men for the longest, and you are violently aggressive yourself, always in a black man's face, talking about how you're gonna whoop his behind. And then if he put hands on you, then you want to have him killed, or you want to have him arrested. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe. Until next time, I'm just thinking out loud.